everyone, welcome back to Being a Fine Figure as we unbox the last remaining figure in the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Batman and Robin Collect to Build Mr. Freeze. Man, that was a long title. But anyway, this video should be it's going to be a 2-in-1, obviously, because this is just the last piece that I'm waiting for to actually build Mr. Freeze and review him. George Clooney's Batman's here from Batman and Robin. We are not going to dwell too much on it because from the looks of it, it is exactly the same model as the original release from the Batman movie collection 6-pack. So I know the only difference I can tell is just the cape. Other than that, everything else looks the same, all the way from the cowl, all the way to the fists. So it isn't much that we are going to go over this figure. So it'll be a quick glance over, if you will. And then it will be on to the main course. The figure that I've been waiting for to build, and that is Mr. Freeze himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger's version, which I think was the standout from the movie. Him, then Poison Ivy, and then so on the other rest of the characters. But this is exciting because I've been waiting for this. Thank God that we didn't have to wait a really long time for this wave to be out like we did with the old Cyborg from the Flashpoint Collect to Build one. But anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's get this figure out of the box as we do here on the channel, and I will be right back. All right, so we got the figure out of the packaging, and we'll quickly go over the minimal stuff that it comes with. Obviously, it doesn't come with any extra hands, any extra heads, or nothing like that. It does come with always like the Mcfarlane stand and the trading card, which the only difference between all the cards from the whole set, you can see the bottom of them, the rest of the figures up there, is the fact that it's just the image. The back, all the same. So if you've seen the other videos, or if you know, it has the same data file there from all the other 4 or 3 other cards. So they're all the same, almost like the page punchers, where the cover might change a little bit, but the book inside, they're all the same. So it's nothing much to these cards. And again, I have really no use for them, so I'll probably just put them out on eBay or something like that for all of them. What it does come with, and which we will go over soon enough, as soon as we go over George Clooney, is it does come with the legs for Mr. Freeze and the nice effect for the hands. I believe you can thrust the hands in there, so, which we'll put them on before we move on to Mr. Freeze, the freeze effects. So anyway, the figure, again, it is exactly the same thing, and I do have the collector one here. As you can see, there's nothing much of a difference there. The only difference is with this figure here that for some reason the leg, it seems a little too long, so the figure kind of moves to the side. So in order to keep him straight, I have to like put the leg all the way, which I think this one kind of had it, but it wasn't as bad. But again, it is the same figure. There's nothing different at all. Nothing at all. Like, it's not darker, it's not lighter, it's like nothing. It's just basically the same one. You know, the details of the face, the sculpt on it, it's dead on. It's George Clooney. It does have, instead of a cloth cape, it does have the rubber cape. But I have to say, this rubber cape is actually better than recent rubber capes that I'm used to from the Mcfarlane toys. It's not as thick. It's very, I mean, you can basically like do this. So it's just a little hard to do with the other ones. It's very soft. The only thing I hate is the way that it was in the packaging. It kind of developed this crease there on it. Like the plastic was like jammed on it. And like when I removed it, you can feel that it was stuck. And now it kind of has like this faded look. It's a little darker up here, and then here it looks like it's like that rubber that kind of like with time it just fades out. I don't know if maybe wiping it might take some. It feels like there's something on it. Yeah, my hands now are a little like, you can feel that, like, you know, that you can feel like there's something on there. So before Mr. Freeze, I'm gonna have to wash my hands because it feels like there's some dust or some kind of material on this particular rubbers that they're using. So that's not a good thing. I enjoy the fact that it's more manageable and you can move it around and do better poses and stuff like if it was a cloth cape. But does leave some junky ass. I mean, you can see it. My fingers are already black. Other than that, again, it's not much to it. It's the same figure all around. So we're going to quickly just put on the effects, which I think this is actually pretty cool that it brings these kind of effects. And they're actually not too bad to put on. And I think you go around for the gauntlet there. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. You know, you freeze up Batman's hands and you might, I mean, it might work with other figures. So, I mean, you're going to do a little Mr. Freeze display with other figures, and that's actually pretty good. And, you know, they can go along with the ones for, actually, are you able to, I don't think you'll be able to get the ones from Robin because of the, oh, yeah, actually, yeah, because of the bad ears. But yeah, it also comes with these effects. This, I think, is pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. The figure, again, the legs, again, wonky, like most of the Batmans from that movie set, movie collection pack was, were a pain in the ass, the legs to straighten them up. This one, it just feels like the leg, it feels like it's longer. See that? And it's not because the foot is down. You can tell that that leg, it's longer. It's like not fitting into, I don't know, it just feels long. Like, I mean, it kind of just throws it off. I got to like let it slide it up just to get a nice stand on it. So quality control, not the best with this figure, but I do enjoy the new cape. I just hate all that crap that's on it. So we are just going to stand this up. Get it? Stand it up. And then I'm going to put it up with the rest of the line. And of course, Poison Ivy's got a friend. And then, clean this up. Let's get rid of these effects. And on to Mr. Freeze. I've been waiting for this. So, just gonna take a quick second there to wash all that crap from my fingers from the cape. And I will start assembling Mr. Freeze. All right, so I'm back. Wash my hands. Don't know what the... I still feel like there's residue on it. Anyway, I'm definitely going to try wiping that cape down. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Just to get whatever that white film is on it. But anyway, on to Mr. Freeze. Let's start building this together. These little shoulder extenders here, kind of like wonkies. They always come out. I was afraid I was going to lose them. But let's start with the legs. Yeah, easy enough. Didn't give me a hard time. I actually thought the figure might be a little bit bigger from watching it on... That doesn't feel tight enough. From watching it on the review, like when they first revealed it and stuff, I don't know, maybe it was just the way they took the pictures that made it look big, but it's not really that big, which I'm kind of glad. I mean, you don't want him... Mr. Freeze was not really a monster size figure, so I'm kind of glad. I mean, obviously it is a movie figure, and it's based on a, you know, a huge guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's like 6 foot, I don't know, 2 or something, 6'3". On his prime, I know he's a little, maybe less, but yeah, it kind of works. And again, it's a movie, so I don't expect him to be as small or as it's a little stiff there on the leg. Does it go up and down? Oh, we're gonna have to find out soon enough. So far, it's starting to look good. Starting to look good. And then, of course, he's got these shoulder. Does it matter which way they go? Yeah, actually, this side looks better. Yeah, this side looks better, actually. They're not, I'll flip them around and hope. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Not really sure. They really don't give you any images or anything in the box. I mean, they're so generic. I'm going to have to... These swivel joints on the figure. Oh, there it is. I was afraid. I think I was going to have a little hard time trying to straighten them up. So yeah, they just need a little bit of, there we go. I think that snapped in place. And of course, I gotta tell you, man, this head's, it's amazing. Let's get some light in here. I mean, it just looks great. That just screams Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like what they did there. He's got the little ice over his head. Or, yeah, to me, it's ice. But the helmet, man, it's great, man. You can actually see the brain. That's a nice detail. And of course, it just get to the ice chopper. It looks really good. It looks really good. Now, I'm always worried about these pegs. They're so little and long. I'm always afraid, and I mean, look at that, of breaking it. So let us, there it is. Man, that is, no, it's just got a hard time standing him up. And of course, he's got his gun with the freeze effect. And there is an actual way to put it. Yeah, that's a weird. Yeah, it's nice. It's nicely done. That's nicely done. And then let's put him up in here. Ugh, I should have put that first. And sometimes the grips are not as wide for like weapons here. Yeah, always have a hard time. Well, I'm gonna put this on outside of family, outside of camera, so I don't struggle as much. And I'll be right back. All right, so it didn't give me much of a struggle as I thought it was gonna be for the putting on the thing. It wasn't as bad. Fingers are actually pretty big compared to other ones that I was able to pry it and put and slide it on, and it's actually not bad. That looks really good. I mean, actually, let's do this one because I'm getting a little tired of the other one. Size-wise, it's not bad. Again, it's Schwarzenegger, it's Clooney, so, you know, there's always going to be a size difference with them. But it's not overly exaggerated like a Cyborg or, you know, a Beast Boy or something like that, which is actually pretty cool. Other than that, it's great. I mean, the details on it, all the little machinery and texture and all the details that they put on his uniform is actually pretty good. It's just like the movie, man. They're actually pretty good. They're actually done a really good job. I mean, and then you got the chest piece there. Now the arms do feel a little loose, but the legs ain't that bad. This particular diaper slides on and off, which is, it happens with some Build-A-Figures, because it happens with my Beast Boy. If you push it up too much, then you get that gap. So, you know, if you slide it off to try to cover it, I think like the diaper is not big enough to cover some of the, if you push it either way or you drop it down, you're going to have a gap somewhere. So that's the only thing. Other than that, the fact that the diaper is pretty on as far as the same color, it's not like lighter or faded like most figures, mainly because it's gray. So it's not, you don't notice a difference like you do see like the Batman there, the diaper there, you can tell the difference on it, even though they didn't use a dark tone on it, the whole figure. But the details on it, it's actually pretty good. And I'm telling you, the head piece on this figure, with that see-through transparent, you can actually see the top of the head and all the stuff inside, they nailed it. It's actually great, man. And like, this is the best figure as far as the dead-on look, just like the actual actor. It's like, it's amazing. Like, they really put time into this head sculpt. Same thing goes for Poison Ivy, Clooney. I mean, I guess Batgirl is probably the only one out of the bunch that I don't see a lot of resemblance to the actress, even with the I mean, I know it's been you can't really expect much, but it's been now long enough, and it's been that they keep getting better and better with the skins on these figures. And I don't know if it could be a case of that they didn't really secure the rights to the actual image. But I don't see a lot of Alicia Silverstone in it. into that figure. But as far as, you know, the rest of them, they nailed it. I mean, they're actually pretty good. And this is it's a whole wave there. And of course, I do have Poison Ivy on the sitting pose because she was, you know, sitting next to, on top of her new friend Swamp Thing. She looks pretty cool there, and I'm going to keep her up there. And then, of course, you got, you know, Chris O'Donnell's Robin, which I thought they had sculpt on this was actually pretty good also. So, yeah, I mean, this is a nice looking wave. And the fact that we got it, like, fairly quick, even after getting, you know, the Batmans from the movie set. We got Clooney. I mean, they announced this. We got all these. And we didn't have to wait, like I said, a whole year for them, which makes it even better. But Mr. Freeze was worth the $25 a piece to get. And again, at the end of the day, all the figures come out to $20 because, you know, $5 a piece, it pretty much pays for the build the figure itself. So to get a, you know, semi kind of deluxe figure like this, because, you know, you can pretty much make the case that it's a nice deluxe figure for $20. You still can't beat it for the price. So yeah, sometimes we wish for accessories, we wish for hands or extra heads and stuff like that. But I mean, it's again still $20 or so, $25 for these figures. You gotta enjoy them what they can. Because sooner or later they're gonna go up in price, and I don't think they're gonna do anything different as far as adding anything besides a stand and a trading card. So nailed it. Another figure that they nailed. This builder figure, they'll collect to build as they try to, you know, make themselves different from Marvel Legends. It's amazing. He keeps knocking it. I'm glad he extended the contract. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do with the Marvel. I know they're only 3-inch figures, but who knows? It could open the door for other things or characters that, you know, that fall within the umbrella of other rights to other companies. And maybe Mcfarlane might be able to give us a couple of 7-inch Spider-Mans and stuff like that. I'd like to have a 7-inch Spider-Man line or something like that. Or a Spawn. You know, he created Spawn. I mean, not Spawn. We have Spawn. I'm sorry, Venom. He created Venom. Well, I would like to see, you know, a scaled Venom for these, for the Mcfarlane line. So, anyway, as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the videos, all the videos of this wave. Stay tuned for other ones coming up from other lines. And as always, take care of each other. Thank you for the support. Support each other and continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.